Welcome to DigiMarCon. I have a special guest here, Kyle. I don't even know your last name, Kyle. Kyle
It's Guy.
Geib?
Guy.
Geib?
Four letters and surprisingly hard to pronounce. Guy, Geib.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Marketing director from BFO, right?
Yep.
Well, tell us about that. So how's that working out?
Sure, it's great. So I'm the digital marketing director for Be Found Online, also known as BFO. We're a digital marketing agency with a specialty in SEO, paid media, analytics, and strategy.
Yeah.
The real reason that we're here at DigiMarCon today is our CEO and co-founder, Steve Krull, he was waving and eating
he's sitting
across
right
from
here.
us right now. I'm trying to pretend like he's not here so I don't get nervous.
Okay.
Steve just gave a great presentation about Google Analytics 4 as we look down. We look at that US happening on July 1st and speaking to so many marketers either not making the switch or not considering the switch or thinking the can's going to get kicked a little bit further.
You don't think it will?
I don't think it will.
No?
No, I don't think
Well,
so.
I don't
Do you
know.
think it will?
I've heard whispers about it, but maybe I'm in that group, right? Where, people are, I'll be honest, GA4, I have it verified, I have it good to go. And it's just a matter of kind of like the discipline, sitting down and getting well acquainted with it.
Well, you're doing better than most because you have it set up.
Yeah.
Right. And that's really what we're trying to spread the word about is even if you're not actively using it on your day-to-day, you can have it set up already.
Yeah.
You can already be collecting, right?
Yeah.
You could be collecting on both right now.
Yeah.
And it's just getting people over the hump to make the migration, to implement the platform. Because to your point, you don't have to be in it every day, but at some point, UA is going to stop collecting data. At some point, UA is going to go away.
Yeah.
And you're going to be stuck with GA4. So it's like, even if you set it up now and you're just like, I'll get to it in 2 weeks and do the learning, at least it's set up and it's collecting.
Well, I think that's the sooner the better. Because what is it? July is in what, 2 months? 2 months?
Just under. Now
Yeah.
we're in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like under 2 months of data, if you haven't done it and you're not collecting data, I mean, it's going to be a little bit rocky.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be rocky.
Yeah. So I think when did I do it? Last year, I forget, November or something like that. And so at least I have some data. But like some brands do not.
No.
So what do you recommend?
I would say get on GA4 as quickly as possible.
It's a good first step.
If you've got, if you've got an in-house team that can handle the in-house analytics, start the migration, start the implementation of GA4. There's a bunch of resources out there. Obviously, Be Found Online is a great resource. We can do everything from consulting to implementing, but if you have the internal team, just get on it, get it set up. If you don't have the internal team, start doing some research and find a team who can help. Or if you wanna burn the candle at both ends, start doing your research and doing it yourself.
So when I migrated, when I kicked it off, I think it was pretty straightforward for me. But I know I have I manage smaller sites personally, but some of these sites aren't as big. So what are some of the hiccups folks might encounter when they try to migrate over or set it up?
Yeah, so I would say, and let me be clear, I'm not an analyst, so I can't dive in all that, but I can tell you, even ahead of that, if you're having fears around it, don't do this, but there's an option for Google to auto migrate.
Yeah, Steve mentioned that. Yeah.
And we've been recommending to not do that.
Wow.
And I think that's a good indicator of somebody's got to be in there connecting things in the right places.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to start getting in there and understanding that ecosystem. And just letting Google do it for you is a bit of a Hail Mary that we're finding is doesn't always work out for the best for people. So yeah, just doing your research, finding your partner, and not letting Google auto migrate for you.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know what that process looks like, auto migrate, but I imagine you want your own customized view.
Yep.
So definitely get on it.
They make it very easy to do because you'll see it as a pop-up when you log in, and it looks like it's just a button, and you're good. But
what have you heard about that though? Like, what are the drawbacks to that?
I don't feel comfortable speaking
It's okay.
necessarily
No,
to
don't worry
all the
about it. No,
specifics.
you're fine.
I just know that we are, time and time again, as we work with clients and we're working through these migrations, we're finding that auto migrate feature,
Sure.
It may change and it may become more sophisticated where it's at right now. Especially, listen, we're in this window where like you is about to go away, and this is not the time to do games like that, right? So it's a Hail Mary. We've already seen that most of those passes are not completed.
Yeah.
We're in Soldier Field, so I'm going to use football
Sure,
analogies.
yeah, of course.
But it's just not there yet. It might get more sophisticated as they do more migrations, but where we're at right now, where we're working at with clients and with the deadline that was looming, it's not really time to play games. If you wanted to play games like that, last year would have been the time to do it, right?
Yeah. Last season.
Yeah, last season, exactly. Yeah.
So do you see any other trends as it relates to GA4 with your clients? Would it be like hiccups or like opportunities, anything like that?
I think just it's really around initial hesitation. It's a new platform. What I'm noticing when I talk to the team about clients and migrations is that there's a learning curve to the platform itself, but there's also a learning curve at times to get people to understand why they need to get over to the platform. It's very daunting. Yeah. And like Steve said in his presentation, many of us have been on UA for years and years, and we're comfortable, right? I'm not an analyst, but I've worked in-house in many places and had to do my own reporting. So I can get around in UA. It feels comfortable to me.
Yeah.
It feels safe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't built for how the web operates. Sure. So I need to kind of rip that Band-Aid off. I'm fortunate. I have a team of people who are much smarter than me and do all this, and they can help walk me through it. But it's just a matter of ripping off that Band-Aid, going, this is how it's going to be, and moving forward.
You know, I heard this because when SEOers found out, because I'm an SEO, when SEOers found out that UA, right? UA is the one that's going out. This is J4. So UA was going away, sunsetting. Folks were up in arms. You know, they were just furious about it, and rightfully so. Like, we got comfortable, we were familiar with it. But there were a couple of folks that were saying, just make the jump. Just make the jump. Because, I mean, it's going to be different, but I mean, you'll get used to it. It's true.
Right.
I'm probably in the same boat where it's like, I just need to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to practice discipline.
Right.
Know?
When you set it up, so you're ahead of the curve from the conversations that I've been overhearing and the questions I've been asking to people at, marketing conferences, at networking events. You're already ahead of the curve. It's just a matter of getting it set up and then, learning it. And I mean, it's just like, I'll compare it to learning a new language, right? You're not going to sit down on day one and learning a new language and just read a book in the language you're trying to learn. You got to chip away at it. You got to work at it a little bit a day. You got to get that book, right? And put it on the desk. But you don't have to digest it all at once. Right. You can chip away at it. You've already got it set up. I'm going to go explore the reporting section. I'm going to look at customization here.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I think that kind of ties back to understanding kind of like, what are your goals, right? What KPIs matter to you?
Yep.
And how do you get that view in GA4?
Right.
Which takes time.
Yeah. And I think to your point, when we were talking about auto migration and some setbacks and where people may be having trouble, it is around that stuff, right? Yeah. You have the ability to configure your analytics in a specific way based off of your KPIs, based off of what you want out of your business, your website, your app. And knowing that is going to tailor how you build Google Analytics for it. Google doesn't know that when they're auto migrating, right?
I imagine not. I imagine it's just like a boilerplate kind of migration.
That would be my guess. I mean, I haven't auto migrated, so I don't even know what that looks like once you hit OK. I've never hit OK.
Okay. I hope I haven't hit OK.
Well, if you need help,
we're
friends. You can reach out.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you and Steve. All right, guys, come on a call. Come on, let's figure it out.
We got you.
Well, that's good. So if folks are interested in migrating GA4, how can they reach out to you?
Sure. Yeah, so you can reach out to Be Found Online at befoundonline.com. You can reach out to us on Facebook. You can search Be Found Online or BFO. Feel free to reach directly out to me. My name is Kyle Guive. You can reach me at kyle@befoundonline.com. Super easy. Instagram, Facebook, and right here at DigiMarCon, we've got a booth right over there. So if you're going to be here today or tomorrow, please stop by.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Kyle.
Yeah.
And again, reach out to these folks, BFO, Steve, Kyle. They are, honestly, from what I've done, you guys are one of the home brands that are really pushing for GA4, as well as just building knowledge around that. So kudos to you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you.